Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to explain about the types of valves and their applications. These valves concern to the fluid power system or a hydraulics I'm going to discuss. There are three types of valves. Those are direction control valves, pressure control valves, and flow control valves. And these three types of the valves which will control the entire function of the hydraulic system for its functioning. And these one by one, what are those? What are their functions? What are the different types of valves in those type of the valves? I am going to take now the first one. I'll take that is a direction control valves. The direction control valves determine the path through which the fluid travels in a given circuit. In the hydraulic circuit, in which direction the fluid is to be traversed in order to do the work, and that is controlled by the direction control valve. Then types of direction control valves are: first one is a check valve. In that, the puppet check valve and pilot operated check valve. There are two types. The check valve means it allows the flow of the fluid in only one direction. The check valve which will allow the flow of the fluid only one direction. In other direction, there is no flow of the fluid. And there are in that the whatever the operating device is there, that is maybe puppet, okay, that may be pilot operated. Pilot operated direction control. Pilot operated means the another fluid which is used to operate the valve in order to control the direction. And that operation, whatever is there, the another fluid what is there, which will be controls that is a complete full flow or a partial flow or a completely closed. That will be decided by the another, that is a line of the fluid. That is called as a pilot operated direction control valves. Here one of the example I am taken, check valve, which will be operates only one direction. The flow will be taking place in only one direction. Here in this direction, the flow is taking place. We can see in other direction whenever the fluid starts flowing. Okay, here we can see. Then in the whatever this closing is there, the puppet, okay, or the another element which will be closes due to the pressure of the fluid itself, and that allows there is no flow in this direction. Okay, that is the check valve. The other type of the direction control valves are settle valves. Means settle is the part which is used to operate the valve. The next type are sliding spool valve. The spool is slides in order to control the direction. In that there are two types: 3 by 2 spool valve and 4 by 2 spool valve. The 3 by 2 means the three direction of the flow. There is a three flow lines. These are the flow lines, and these are the position of the spool. So whatever the spool is there, this position. And here also the four directions and two positions spool valve. Here we have taken one example. The inside element, what it is there. This is the spool. The spool will be operating, and the actuation may be of different. It may be manual, hydraulic, or pneumatic, or it may be electrical. All the operation magnetic. There are the actuation methods or different. Those will I am going to discuss later. And here we can see there are four lines. One is a tank line T. The another one is a um, actuator, two actuator, the whatever the fluid is flowing, and this is the pump. From the pump symbol is shown here. This is the upper triangle filled, that is the pump, and here the bottom, whatever it is shown, it is the tank symbol in the hydraulic circuit, and this B is the backflow. Here we can see that there are two positions. The central position is the neutral one, and the one side position here, the from the whatever this back line, this line is connected from the this one, it will comes to the tank. From the back it will coming to the tank in the left hand position, and right position here from the pump it will goes to the actuator. You can see here from the pump it will goes to the actuator. In the left position only it will goes to the actuator, and the from the back it will coming to the tank. You can see here, and in another position, right position here from the tank actuator to the tank is coming, and from the pump it will going to the back. Okay, that is a two positions. When it is operating, the left position is we are going to take when it is operating. That is the operating of the work system is to be taken. And right position, what is we are going to take the right position when it is not operating. That means the pump is directly going to the back. Okay, the back side, the return it will be taking place, and from the actuator, the tank it will be coming, the return stroke. This may be explained the valve operation while taking the circuit operation also. Okay, here only we should know that one. It is a spool and two positions of the spool which will decides the direction of the flow of the fluid in the circuit, either from the actuator to the tank or a pump to the actuator. Okay, then backflow from the actuator. All these things it will be decided based on this one position of the spool. That is the direction control valves. Next, we will go for the pressure control valves. The pressure control valves protect the system against the excessive pressure which may occur due to higher actuator loads or a closing of the valves. When load is increases above the rated load, there is a higher actuator load, or when the valve is closed completely, okay, the pump is continuously operating. The pumps are positive displacement pumps in the hydraulic systems, and there they are continuously developing the pressures. And even though that pressure is there in the system, if it is load is exceeded, then the pressure within the line, okay, within the flow line, it will be increases, and the closing of the valve due to that also the pressure increases. That should be reduced. If the rated pressure above that one increases, the pressure control valve will be releases that pressure. That is also called as a pressure relief valve and pressure relief valve, and those are called as a pressure control valves. There are different types of pressure control valves that I am going to discuss. The simple pressure relief valve, and second one compound pressure relief valve, that is also called as a pilot operated pressure control valve. And here we can see this one simple pressure relief valve. The simple pressure relief valve means here when the flow is taking place in this in the circuit. Okay, this there is a set pressure for this valve. There is a set pressure. If the pressure limit increases above that one, we can see this valve will be get opens and the pressure will be released. The flow will be bypassed to the tank. The flow will be bypassed to the tank, and the pressure in the system it will be releases or reduces. The second one, compound pressure relief valve, and that is also called as a pilot operated pressure control valve. That means here the in the system whatever the pressure is there, okay, that part will be sent to the its control. And here we can see this one, this flow will be taking place in the system, and here the whatever this flow is there, the pressure will be acting on this one. The pressure will be acting here, and if the pressure depend on this pressure, this valve will be operates. This valve will be moves down. Okay, when the pressure increases, thereby the bypass it will be taking place, that will be reduces the pressure in the system. If the pressure is less, and this will be not releases, or it will be flow will be reduces. Okay, based on that one, here the another pressure line is using another pressure line which will be varies this the flow means bypass flow to reduce the pressure. That whatever the pilot operation means, the another flow line in the system we are going to use, another pressure we are going to use in the system to operate the pressure control valve. That is the compound pressure relief valve we can call, or a pilot operated pressure control valve also. The other types of the pressure control valves are pressure reducing valve. This will reduces the pressure in the system. Unloading valve. During the loading, the higher pressure we are going to use, and during the unloading, okay, unloading, the valve only itself it opens and releases the pressure, then unloads the cylinder or a actuator. Then sequence valve, one after another, the valves are connected. One after another, the valves are connected, so that later the one valve operates, the another valve also operates in that one. Okay. Next, last type is the counterbalance valves. Counterbalance valve means here we are going to use the balancing. Okay, the some of the balancing you use. Okay, that whatever the pressure will be acting, that will be counterly balanced. Okay, so that it will be controls the pressure in the system. And these also I am going to explain further. Next type of valves are flow control valves. The flow control valves are used to control flow rate in the various lines of the hydraulic circuit to control the actuator speed. The flow will be controls the actuator speed. If the flow rate is higher, the actuator speed will be higher. If the flow rate is less, the actuator speed will be less. Okay, then the whatever the speed required at the output, that will be controlled by the flow rate of the fluid in the system. And the different types of the flow control valves are orifice as a flow meter or flow control device. Okay, here orifice which will measures the flow itself and controls the flow, or a flow control device, you can say that one. Orifice itself measures and that flow will be controlled. That is a flow control device. Next type of needle or a ball valves. The the closing or opening device, whatever we are going to use, the element, that is a needle, it may be, or ball. Okay, needle valve or a ball valve, we can say. Then next type of, here we can see the needle valve and ball valve operation. This is just like a needle. Whenever we will turn the whatever lever is there, it will be opens and closes. It will opens and closes. If it is a anti-clockwise, the valve will be opened, and clockwise valve will be closing. For all valves, it will be fixed anti-clockwise opening and the clockwise closing. Here we can see the needle which will be sits on the valve seat, thereby it will be closes. When it is operated, it will be allowed to flow in that direction. There is a needle and ball valves also. We are going to, these are the manual operated valves. And here also we can see this is a ball valve. Okay, there is just like a ball, the closing element we are going to use, and here just like a needle we are going to use, and which will allows the flow, and it may be completely closed or completely opened or partially opened depending upon the flow rate required. We can vary it. Okay, those are the needle or a ball types valves. Non-pressure compensated valves. Okay, whatever may be the pressure is there, that is taken into consideration due to the flow, for the flow of the fluid. Okay, if it is not considered, there is a non-pressure compensated valve. And last one, pressure compensated valve. The pressure compensated in the uh, system, what is the pressure is there, that is used to control the flow. The system pressure is used to control the flow of the fluid in the system, and those are called as a pressure compensated. And if we are not going to use that one, then we are going to use non-pressure compensated. Okay, these are the different types of the flow control valves. And I am going to discuss these different types of the valves separately with the animation in the next sessions with the detail. Thank you. If you like, share, subscribe, and comment.